Hey folks, welcome back to Channel Boozer here. Thanks for dropping by. Today's video we're going to be focusing on the mythical champion fusion that we all have access to. Basically it should be here, but once you fuse her she's going to be gone. It's going to be Lady Mikage. So Lady Mikage is a Shadowkin support champion. She's probably the best ally attacker in the whole game. Let's jump into her kit real quick here. She's a mythical champion, so she has two forms. In her base form she has an A1 that basically pulls a random ally from the Shadowkin faction to attack with her. Also places a shield. So really strong champion if you have good Shadowkin with her, of course. Her A2 is actually really good. I actually am really impressed with this ability. It attacks all enemies. It decreases duration of enemy buffs, so good. And then it increases the duration of all enemy debuffs and all ally buffs by 1 turn. So it's kind of like a cleanse if you have a 1 turn debuff, and then it also extends yourself and the debuffs. It's actually so strong. And on a 3 turn cooldown, no books, you don't need any percentage boosting chance for this to happen. It just happens. It's really good. You definitely don't need books in this, but 1 book landed here, so not the best scenario, but really strong move. That's just her A2. A3, very standard. Increased attack, increased crit damage. Not as good in some cases as increased crit rate, crit damage, but increased attack is probably better than crit rate, since most damage dealers will be crit capped anyways. Usually you see crit rate and then crit damage together on the ally attack. So this one is the increased attack, increased crit damage. So for more damage for attack based damage dealers, attack a single target. The allies joining the attack will use their default skills. So you could argue that this is the highest damage ally attack for if you have attack based damage dealers. The best ally attack is probably still Cardio's, because if he kills somebody he gets to reduce 1 turn cooldown on his ally attack, which is pretty useful and it happens pretty often. So but this is a really strong ally attack for A3. Her passive at the start of this champion's turn removes all debuff from the ally with the highest attack. So again, supporting your attack based nukers, very strong. 80 accuracy in all battles, extremely good. And then she has a transform effect which cannot be locked out, so she cannot have this put on cooldown, so she'll always have her alternate form available to her. So here's her alternate form, big spider mama. A1 places sleep, requires accuracy, so not as good as C's. However, it does decrease turn meter by 15%, and there's no condition on the sleep other than accuracy check, of course. Very good, very similar to Cfi, right? A2 AoE stun, no percentage, just happens. Obviously accuracy check against resistance, and it also decreases turn meter of all enemies by 30%. I mean, it's a stun and then you stay stunned for longer. No books needed to reduce cooldowns, only 3 turn cooldown, no percentage chance increase on books. Extremely good. This champion is really good even without books. And her A3, very good skill again. It's a increased accuracy on the whole team, and then you do a strip and then a weaken. So the strip and weaken is similar to like Rain the Conjurer, for example. But this one, she can place increased accuracy, which really helps with building stats on her. Also, of course, boosts your accuracy on your whole team as well. This one, the passive is a little bit different. At the start of your champion's turn, decrease the turn meter of the enemy with the highest attack by 15%. So it's a little bit of control against the enemy nuker, whereas the base form kind of gives you extra boost for your nuker. Yeah. So this champion doesn't need any books. If you're gonna hit the books, you probably want to hit her base form ally attack, just if you want to use her for like Fire Knight, which I will be using her in this video. So yeah, blessing wise, I mean, sheep is kind of mandatory for accuracy based champion for live arena, so put her in polymorph. Masteries, got our masteries here. Went down the eagle eye for extra accuracy. A little bit of healing here is not necessary. Lasting gifts, she does give accuracy buff and then the damage buffs. This one's probably the lowest value. She's only going to be placing extra duration on her weekend, which is not important at all, but of course I wanted the Eagle Eye, and Sniper actually gives like 0 benefit to her, so that's going to be it. Yeah, kind of basic, like you're going to take improved parry against in arena format, of course. So alright, so in terms of my overall build, I just have her in basically my fastest gear outside of my Arbiter's gear. So right now she's 379. She has room to go. She can probably hit 390 if I fully glyph her up. But yeah, maybe 385. 385. That's probably like my second best speed gear outside my Arbiter's gear. We'll go over some of the gear pieces here. So triple speed, accuracy, of course. Triple speed, accuracy. Basically triple speed, no accuracy here. Triple speed, accuracy. Triple speed, no accuracy on this chest. I had a range of accuracy I wanted on this champion. I didn't want her with like 700-800 accuracy. Didn't really make sense. So I went for more speed and some survivability. So triple speed HP. And then Ascendant Speed Boot with some accuracy. So I think the good range of accuracy for this champion is probably like 300, 400. Because she does have increased accuracy for herself, and her most important move for her base accuracy is probably this stun ability, and you basically want to stun their damage dealers, like their most important damage dealers. You want them stunned, and you don't need really that much accuracy. And if you're doing like a strip, then you're gonna have increased accuracy, and then you can probably try to strip like their support champions and so forth. So with 400 accuracy, with increased accuracy, it's 600-ish accuracy, which is okay. It's not going to be anything insane, but I think adding more stats, adding more accuracy would just worsen her stats everywhere else. So I got triple speed, accuracy banner, double accuracy, and then some HP on her ring. I think stone skin would probably be the best. So 4-piece stone skin. If I could cut like 40 speed, or if I could cut like 30 speed for 4-piece stone skin, I probably would, if I can maintain some of this accuracy. But I don't have that much good fast stone skin other than what I have on like my other champions. So I went with pure speed for her. So this is really good for a couple reasons, because you can kind of like sneak in on some teams, like they won't be expecting a champion this fast. And then of course, if you get to go first, you can use the ally attack to sneak in and kill off the enemy nuker, for example, pick them off, or pick off a key champion that doesn't have stone skin on, for example. So it helps to be really fast, helps to go first. But of course, if you have stone skin, then you don't have to go first anymore. I think the best move to go first with is probably the stun. You might want to go to the stun. If you want to go offensive, you go with the ally attack. You could go with the strip. Strip might work as well. It really depends. But yeah, she's insane. She's a high versatility champion. She can be offense, play very defensively, a high control champion, and she can't be locked out. So she can always play a form, even if locked out. So let's jump into the arena and see what she can do. Alright, so I kind of just put this team together here. We got Wukong, we got Harma, which is probably one of the best pairings with Mikage, because remember, she does do the A1 that pairs up with the Shadowkin champion. Very strong with Harma. The other champion that's actually very strong would be Mishinaki. Mishinaki actually hits really hard with his A1. I'm going to put Mithrala here for the cleanse, just in case some funny business happens with this Gaius. So let's jump into it. So even though we don't have a speed booster, we still have a very fast Mikage, and this is kind of what I was talking about when I wanted to make a really fast one. You can kind of sneak in, just pick off whatever you need to pick off. And I guess no stone skin UDK. Basically, the ally attack can go through the UDK, which makes it very, very useful when you want to kind of like soft counter the UDK there. Alright, so we're going to jump in against this team. So this team's got an Arbiter, probably going to be faster than my Mikage. If he's not faster, then we're going to try to pick him off here. Let's go with the Sifi. Actually, let's just go with like super passive. Let's go with the Necrit. But Mikage is going to lead the offense here, so I'm going to pick off the Arbiter right away. Instantly dies. So you see how her speed really allows her to come in there and just do a lot of damage, picking off the most important champion on that team. Alright, so we're going to jump in here against a little bit of a tougher challenge here. Not sure how this team's going to work, but let's try it. If we can lock them out, that'd be great. So we're going to get the ally attack in. So even though we don't have like a speed aura, we still have a very fast champion, which allows us to go first. Let's see if we can pick off this Trunda here. And we don't. Swift parry, that kind of sucks. Lock them out. They are fully locked out. See if we can lock out their passives, and we do it. That's really good. Couldn't kill that. Decrease, yes, decrease stone skin. There you go, the A2, very, very nice there. Don't have a revive, gotta make sure our team stays alive. Alright, our moves are on cooldown, so let's transform. See what we can do. Transform. Actually, let's test the A1 here. Let's test the A1. Let's see if we can... Yeah, test the A1, bypass the UDK. Boom! There it is. Harma doing her business. No need to even transform. And then we ally attack to finish it off. See how quickly she gets back to her abilities with just being quick. So, very, very good win here. I mean, a little bit of a tougher challenge for sure, but let's move on. Alright, let's take the same team against this team. Pretty high power here. We got +4 Duchess, pretty strong. And then Trunda again. So let's see if we can do similar. We should go first, even without the speed lead here. Okay, so let's try to kill off the Duchess. Pretty strong Duchess. Think that is fully locked out. Not able to kill anybody. Should have probably used the A2 somewhere. Okay, so that A2 decreases the duration while increasing our own duration. Alright, ally attack is back. Let's go right at it. Boom, down she goes. That should be it. Alright. Very, very nice. Alright, this is probably going to be our last arena fight, but let's get in here. This team, we're not too sure if we're going to go first. I think we probably will go first here. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Full stone skin. Wow, full stone skin team. So, kind of stuck here. Let's see. So we can use this. Decrease the stone skin's duration, or we can transform and try to strip. It's a 50-50 strip. Let's take the ally attack. Let's see if we can pick off this Nithway. Not quite. Okay, locked them out. Looks like full lockout, and then shut them down there. Okay. Let's transform. So this is kind of like the control version, right? So let's see if we can strip this stone skin off. Yep. Got lucky with the 50-50. See if we can get some stuns off. One stun here only. Alright, we did it. 1 minute. Alright, let's move on. So the other place where you guys might use Lady Mikage is in Fire Knight. So being one of the best ally attackers in the game, she's going to fit right into any Fire Knight team, especially if you're using Nut. If you don't have Nut, you can use Crowden. Crowden's very good. He has a triple hit freeze, not as good as Nut, but he can help with keeping a turn meter down. But yeah, so with Nut, this boss becomes a lot more reasonable. So here's my Fire Knight 10 team. I don't think I've ever done a showcase on this exact same team, but it works pretty well. It's not super fast. I don't think my champions are fast enough to offset like an unlucky resist. So if I get a bad resist at a bad time or multiple resist, then I will fail. But the way the AI is set up for this, it's a bit slower, but it is going to be a complete. So let's jump into this run. Kind of show you guys what this team's about. So basically I get increased speed from the rabbit. He's also very quick. He has a speed aura as well. Also helps with the waves. Got the two ally attackers. Lanathro has an AoE, which is very good. And then obviously Lady Mikage with the ally attack as well. So we have when we get to the boss, you'll see the AI will be basically what keeps this team going. Otherwise it will be a fail. It depends on how you set your AI, to be honest, and it also depends on how quick your champions are. A lot of this depends on how fast your champions are, if you're able to cycle back and keep the turn meter down. But 2 nuts should be able to finish off the Fire Knight relatively decently, I would say. Alright, so 52 seconds to the boss, kind of average for this type of team. So Lady Mikage opens, everyone going in. Doesn't matter if she opens or not. My rabbit goes second, doesn't matter if he goes first or not, because both the nuts will go in with the turn meter drop here. So the important part is this nut going in with the A1. It must go in with the A1 to make it work, because if I get an unlucky resist and he doesn't go in with the A1, then it's over. So I had him set up to go with the A1. And since I don't run decreased speed, and my champions are not like 350 speed each, I can't run the 2 nuts running bash at the same time. So I have 1 nut basically dedicated to running the A1 only. So you see here, if he used bash, we would have been, the boss would have been pretty close to the getting a turn. We're also getting some really lucky relentless procs here, so usually it's not going to be this quick, but it is relatively safe with the 1 nut doing the A1 and leaving the 2nd nut doing the bash only. It's about I would say it's the higher end of 2 to 3 minutes, so about 3 minutes probably. But yeah, this team is definitely doable if you're running like 1 nut with Jakaro. Jakaro brings the speed down, which really helps. So 230 here, we got some lucky relentless procs. So probably closer to 3 minutes with the AI preset for 1 nut doing the A1 only. So you see here, Lady Mikage definitely very strong. She brings a full team ally attack, which allows this the Fire Knight shield take 1 extra hit. For example, there's only a couple champions in the whole game that actually have a full team ally attack. Mikage, Cardio, Lanathro, Longbeard, I believe, are the only ones available. I believe. There may be one more, I'm trying to think, but I don't think so. So she is pretty like exclusive group. She definitely makes the team, you know, very good. And being super fast, she's able to cycle through very quickly, very easily. So yeah. I can go over the presets here very quickly if you guys are interested in this team. Maybe I'll do a dedicated video on this team in the future, but go over the stats real quick. So Mikage, she never transforms. So lateral. These stats include my area bonuses, so I do have area bonuses. 1 nut is in relentless, 1 nut is in lethal. So you see this one priority on the bash, and then the bash is off on A2. This one, bash is off and A1 is active, bash active on wave 2. So yeah, it's not a dedicated Fire Knight video, it's more video on Mikage, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but if you guys are into that, then yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it. She's actually really good in Hydra as well. I might do a video on her Hydra performance, but it's definitely top notch. She's a very good Hydra champion. This skill is very impressive versus Hydra. A1 with Michinaki, like I said, or Harma, both very good damage dealers for Hydra. Very good. Ally attack, always very good. She doesn't need to transform versus the Hydra. She doesn't need this, because you don't need this, you don't need this, and then this only places weaken. I mean, you could use it to remove some buffs if the Mischief Head gets out of hand, but her base form is way stronger versus Hydra. And obviously she's going to be very good against like clan boss and stuff like that. A1 and obviously the ally attack. Yeah. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the showcase. I know, you know, some of these fights are, you know, kind of redundant, but kind of just shows how strong she is. She's very versatile. She works in a lot of teams. I think this is a decent build for her. Like I said, Stone Skin would probably be pretty good. I heard Relentless works okay with her too, getting extra turns. She's a lot of control. So any kind of, just, I think basically you're looking for speed, accuracy. And if she doesn't have Stone Skin, you're looking for some survivability. If you can swing resistance, it might be helpful to prevent getting sheeped, but you know, it's kind of hard to stack all the stats on her. But yeah. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I gave you guys some food for thought. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, how you guys use her. If you guys are even close to her, if you guys got her. And yeah. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video.